Hey guys, 219 Tiger here, and today's video is about being inadvertently toxic. Now, you're probably wondering what do I mean by that. And what I mean by that is exactly what I'm saying, inadvertently being toxic. Not meaning to be toxic, but being toxic. And I know it's not everybody tries to be mean or toxic, but it can happen. I've had to cut people out of my life. Not, everybody was meaning to be toxic, but they were. There's a difference between toxic people that know what they're doing and just don't care. But sometimes you have people who will hide behind their mental illness and use their mental illness as an excuse. Now, I'm not saying with different mental illnesses there isn't different factors, and that's not what I'm saying. But there's people that use mental illness for very poor behavior, and he uses his excuse to treat somebody like dirt or to treat somebody like crap. And it's not okay. And some people don't realize it. There's been a couple of cases where people I know don't realize they're being toxic. But when you call them on it, they get really defensive really quickly. And me personally, I'm the type of person that treat people like I want to be treated. I battle mental illness every day. And I've discussed my different mental illnesses. But I don't hide behind them. I don't use my mental illness as an excuse. And you're talking to somebody who has battled depression every day, and anxiety, and and I also have other health issues. But we have people that will use their mental illness as a crutch to get away with treating others like dirt, and it's not okay. There's a difference between somebody having a bipolar episode, if they have bipolar, and somebody just being evil to be evil. Now, yes, I get we have our good days and we have our bad days. Like, there's times where within a week I have my ups and downs. There's some days I'm happy and doing really good, and there's other days I am like way below and not doing so well. And this is a true story, I went to school with somebody who used to self-harm. And the thing was, they self-harmed because they thought it was cool. It was because people sometimes tend to romanticize self-harm. And I used to, and I've made this known, I used to self-harm. I don't anymore. But yes, I still get triggered by that. Just hearing about it triggers me. And to self-harm, because you think it's cool, it's not. Please stop doing that. Self-harming and suicide is not romantic at all. There's no romanticy. There's nothing romantic about it. Okay? Because you downplay people who are truly struggling with it. And me personally, I had to seek help for it. I had to. Because that mode, being stuck in that mode of thinking isn't healthy. And I've seen a lot of victim blaming with certain things, especially I see victim blaming, which is quite sad. I mean, actually, Twitter has become such a toxic place, it's not funny. Blaming SA survivors, certain people who I won't not mention, who have brought up somebody else's story when it wasn't their story to tell. It is an overall toxic person. I could not be friends with this person, quite honestly, because they are toxic and self-centered, and they use their mental illness as an excuse. And it's not okay. It's not okay. And I think it gets aggravating because it adds to the stigma of mental illness. When you get people hiding behind their mental illness for poor behavior. Now, there's a difference with somebody having a manic episode. Sorry, my sinuses are like bad. There's a difference between somebody hiding and then having a manic episode, or having a complete episode. There's a difference between that. But I know some people who will deliberately use their mental illness as an excuse to get out of owning up or being, so they're not held accountable. Because they don't want to own up to what they did. And that's not cool. Because what you're not realizing is you are adding on to the stigma. The already negative stigma of mental illness. Because it takes one person to ruin it for everybody. And there's a lot of us out here fighting to break the stigma of mental illness. And we got people who are hiding behind it, using it as an excuse. You want to get on Twitter and start drama with somebody. I'm using that as an example, by the way. You want to start drama with something and then turn around and then hide behind your mental illness. And then play the victim. Not cool. You're not a victim. You're just toxic and self-centered. Because it does ruin it for people who do have mental illness. If you make a mistake, own up to it. More people will respect you if you own up to it than if you continuously make excuses. If I make a mistake, I own up to it. I own up to it. And like I said, I am far from perfect. I'm going to tell you, I don't ever hide behind my own mental illness. So, that's the thing. And then you got some people who are inadvertently toxic, and you can no longer be around them because they're damaging to you, even though they don't mean to be. I have a friend who used to self-harm. Now here I am fresh off of recovering, because because you're always going to be recovering from self-harm. That urge is always going to be there. I still have urges to this day. I don't do it because I found other coping skills to deal with it. Doesn't mean I don't have the urge to do it. It never goes away. I tried to help them. They didn't want to listen. It's not that I gave up on them, but it got to the point where I could no longer, it was triggering to sit and watch somebody sit there in front of you and cut themselves open. And I tried my best to comfort them and be there for them, you know. But it got to the point where it was highly triggering. It made me want to go home and do it. I felt bad because I couldn't get them. Like, I felt helpless. I could not get them to stop. And it made me feel helpless. Which gave me the urge to want to go home and do it. That's when I realized I had to get away from this person. Not because I didn't care, not because I gave up on them, but for my own mental sanity. And that's what I mean by being inadvertently toxic. Now, I don't know if they ever got the help. I don't know. But I had to do it for my own sanity, my own health. And it was a hard thing to do, too, by the way. 'Cause I felt horrible. I really did. And it's never easy. It's never easy. And I know you know what I mean? Like, I understand that person was going through a rough period of time, by the way. And like I said, I tried to be there for them. I tried to get them help. I'm not a professional therapist. I can only do so much. So, I did what I could. Now, it's up to them to get professional help. They just get professional help. They have my support. Because that's all I want for them is get better and be healthy and happy. But I had to distance myself from them. And it is really hard. What people don't understand is it's really hard to watch somebody you care about do that to themselves. It's not romantic. It is not cute. It's not something to be proud of. And I'm not saying you should be ashamed, but I don't condone it. I don't tell people, yeah, do it. I don't support it. I don't like to preach to people either. I currently know somebody else who is in a similar situation. They know I'm here for them. If they need somebody to talk to, if they're feeling down or whatever, they know they can talk to me. And I've made that well known. And it breaks my heart this person is in that situation, that they feel that they hate themselves that much. And I know what it feels like to hate yourself, trust me. I'm not downplaying it. Because I'll get people, oh, you know, Tyler, you'll never understand. Trust me, I understand more than people think I do. My depression was so bad at one time, I didn't want to get out of bed. I stopped eating. I tried taking my life 15 different times. I used to self-harm. Everybody's story is different, and I do understand that, and I get that. Because everybody's story is different. Not everybody's got the same story. But I do understand a lot more than people give me credit for. The only difference is I'm a guy that speaks about it. Because I wish more men would talk about it. Instead of men sitting here suffering in silence. Because we're brought up that we have to be a certain way. But I digress. It's a whole nother topic. That's why, you know, and the person I'm talking about, she's gorgeous. She's gorgeous. She's smart. She's talented. And, you know what I mean? And I generally do care about her. And you know what I mean? I hope she's okay. A lot of people will probably say, well, it's easy for you, you're recovered. It doesn't make it, trust me. You think it's easy, it's not. It is not easy. Because like I said, I have urges, especially when I get stressed. I used to be such a bad self-harmer that people would hide knives from me to make sure I didn't take a knife and slit my wrist. Or would hide razor blades. So I know about it. And I will tell you this right now. I used to put cigarettes out on myself. I found other ways. So trust me when I tell you, I was bad at self-harming. So I do understand. Because you're talking to a person that has very low self-esteem. And insecurities. Because I've always had low self-esteem. A lot of that was because I was bullied too, which didn't help matters. And I've had people just about my whole entire life talk down to me and walk all over me. So I do know what it is to have low self-esteem and to hate yourself. And dare I say, even wake up and wish you were somebody else. I eventually realized that sometimes it's not always you, it's sometimes other people, sometimes it is you. But the point I'm trying to make is I do understand. And that's what I mean by being inadvertently toxic. Is what you don't realize is you might not mean to be, but in some ways you are. And people who use mental illness as an excuse to treat others like crap, or want to kind of hide behind it, stop. Because you're just, like I said, you are adding to the stigma. And mental illness has already got a bad stigma. And there's a lot of us try to fight to change that stigma. So please stop. I was always brought up, if you got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. And because I can be just as, and the way I've been treated, I have a right to be bitter. And I could be hateful, but I choose not to be. If I make a mistake, I don't hide behind my mental illness. My mistakes are my mistakes. I don't let my mental illness define who I am. It's a part of me, but that's not who. Mental illness is not who I am. My depression is not who I am. It's a part of me, yeah. It's a diagnosis. It's a label of what I have. But does it define me as a whole, no. I don't let that define who I am. Alright guys, I'm gonna end this video. I hope you liked it. But yeah, stay strong, stay lucid. Remember, love is louder. I love all you guys, and to my followers, thank you for all your love and support. And if you're new to my channel, please like, share, subscribe. I hope to see you guys next video. I love you.